John, what's it like having, I guess, the full artillery on deck, bar your star player is?
Yeah, look, it's been an incremental kickstart. It was good last couple of weeks to have 7 or 8 of the Aussie contingent. Now we've had the imports and the Kiwi join us, and then, as you said, a very important piece to the puzzle isn't here yet. But to get after it today, it was good. Felt like the tone and the mood of it all was very good, and we really emphasized defense and rebounding, which is, that's what I believe is going to really help us take us to another level.
Looking from afar on Perth last year, you talk about defence and rebound. Was that a weakness, or did they get away from that? Because that's been a one-wood of the club for so long.
Look, I couldn't really give you a good explanation of that question besides the fact that I was fortunate enough to be around one of the greats, Gorgian, and one of the big beliefs of us getting the bronze medal, I believe, was our attention to detail in that area. So I want to bring that aspect to it here as well.
What have you seen from, as you say, the 2 imports in the Kiwi this morning, and I guess what's your plans going forward? Because it's go time in 6 weeks.
Yep. Yeah, look, I've preached like our versatility and our basketball IQ is what's really going to separate us or be our signature as a team. And what I saw today is, although it's a small sample size, I was really impressed with that. And most importantly, look, we're going to screw it up every now and then, but as long as we do it with a great purpose and we're helping our teammates, I'm going to be happy with that.
How advantageous was it to have a mini practice game, I suppose, with some of your blokes against St Mary's the other day?
Actually, what was really good about that was the younger kids within the greater Perth area that I got to kind of be around and see about their talent level, because St Mary's is a good college team. So when you give young kids in the area an opportunity, it really helps me see where they're at, probably shows them where they need to get at. And then obviously for our own players, I think just to get up and down, some of those guys haven't been playing, so just to get out and play was the most important thing.
Did the imports play in that, or were they still on?
No, like we had 5 of our contracted players playing that scrimmage. Yeah.
What is your direct plan in the next sort of couple of weeks? How do you use the next 6 weeks in terms of building up for the blitz and then obviously the season proper? How quickly do you ramp it up?
Yeah, it's going to be gradual. Every day is going to have a purpose to it or a theme to the day. Now most of the themes are going to be centered around rebounding, defense, and being a great teammate. But I need to see those characters built over time. The guys that have been around for a couple of weeks, you can see that progressing. So that's encouraging. And it seems like the group really enjoys what we're doing so far.
The rebounding and things like that, it's obviously you can measure that. When you say being a great teammate, what does that look like to you?
Yep, so philosophically, we got our rules for defense, offense. So as long as they're executing that, and if we play against a team that's good enough to beat us at our own game, you tip the hat and you say great job to those guys. So like defensively, like ball pressure, helping, all that type of stuff, and then offensively sharing the ball. Being a great teammate is enjoying the success of someone else. So that's what we're preaching. That's how we've recruited this team.
Deshaun and Brady, how have they, I guess, settled in so far? Have you had a chat with them about, I guess, the highlights of Perth?
Yeah, look, what were they, Thursday night? And then they come to the scrimmage. So they've been around the group to understand, put names to faces and stuff like that. Obviously, being at the game, they got to see how our style's going to be, how I am as a coach. And then today, it wasn't just like a blindside. So for me, that was encouraging. There's been some overlap with some of our players being on teams together or playing against each other. So the transition's been pretty smooth to date.
You had a fairly extended squad in there, Roderick Walker in there. How much of those sort of outside players are going to be coming to training and how long for?
Yeah, so like the way I would like to continue practicing for a period of time is I want numbers. So, guys are doing load management, resting and all that type of stuff. But then, people within the community can come work out with our guys. And then, look, I want people to understand what Perth Wildcats basketball is about, but I also want good players and good numbers at practice so we can really get after it for a good period of time.
And you mentioned some of the legends hopefully coming down. When we had the first press conference,
yep.
Like Ricky Racing, had any of the guys sort of start to come through yet, just to pop their head in?
No one through practice, but they've been showing me the sights and sounds of Perth. I've been lucky enough to meet up with quite a few of them already, and the feedback I'm getting is they will certainly be coming through. And one of their first questions is, "Can we come to practice?" And they can absolutely come to practice.
how important is it to build the relationships the next couple of weeks with you guys? You don't know each other very well, still new coach, new players.
Yep.
How challenging is that? Or is it easier now with the COVID restrictions no longer there?
I think that does let the transition be a little smoother as we go back to the normal, I guess you can say. But what I like is we got a pretty social, interactive group now. I haven't had to divvy up any minutes or anything yet, but really good. And just some of the stuff we do is like at lunchtime they're going to be sitting around hanging out with each other, and they do spend good amount of time. And we have the veterans like Wagstaff, Norton, Blanchfield. They've been here, they're comfortable, so that it's easy for them to embrace new teammates.
Regards to Luke Jackson, it's great to have the import, but have you seen? Sorry, what have you seen from Luke? Do you feel as though he is ready to take that next step?
Yes, I think Vegas was a great stepping stone or his understanding of what you need to be at that level. For us, the responsibilities, in my opinion, he should be an elite defender in this league. So I'm going to look at him to be that. That's his purpose. And then his offense will flow from that because he's going to get steals, he's going to rebound, he's going to push the ball. But that's where I'm going to be really demanding of him is at the defensive end because he's like a Swiss Army knife down there.
Have you sort of set him a target at all to sort of be a top 5 player in the NBL in the comp or anything like that? What's he capable of that?
I think that evolves, so you give him baby steps and they have to be achievable so he grows in confidence. But absolutely, like getting to probably a all NBL level as far as second, third team, something like that. But you also have to make it believable and achievable in saying that as well. And look, some of the stuff he does isn't statistically rewarding either, so that's where you sit down with him and show him film so he understands that he's doing a great job, although when you look at the stat sheet, it doesn't show up.
What do you plan to do from a game perspective, preparation, pre-season? Like you obviously have the Blitz, which is only 3 games. Do you want more than that? Are you going to be looking for some way to get more matches in?
Yeah, if my mail's right, we got a couple preseason games in the area against Adelaide before the Blitz. So Adelaide's recruited really well. So to play them in a couple preseason games, I think is great for us to hit the ground running against someone that has championship aspirations.
And just Bryce expected to come midweek, is that roughly right?
Yes, he's going to be here very shortly.
Just a birthday with Grant, is that what it is?
Correct. Yes, yeah. And the boys did get on the phone with him and sang him happy birthday, which was beautiful to my ears.